As you journey through this crazy, wonderful life, most people get caught up into making memories through new places you go to and new people you meet along the way. If only more people would realize that sometimes the best memories and friends you can have are the ones in your hometown. For example, in Lexington, Kentucky, there's an historic district that I live in called Athens, which I am proud to call home. Athens is in the southeastern part of Fayette County that is rich with history. There are buildings that have been standing since the 1780s, which enrich the streets. Some of them are old corner stores where my father used to have lunch as a child, and they haven't been open for up to 30 years. While driving down the streets, for me, there's one building that really stands out above the rest: Athens Schoolhouse. It was originally a two-room school, but as the community began to grow, the small building wasn't enough. In 1912, a four-room building was constructed to house grades 1st through 12th. After 15 years, this still wasn't enough space for the flourishing town. In 1927, a new high school was constructed across the street, and the other building was used for elementary students only. As the building was wearing down, an additional building into the high school was built in 1967. The following year, the high school was converted into an elementary school, and the original four-room structure was torn down. The columned brick structure is now what stands today. But all good things must come to an end, and in 2006, Athens Elementary closed its doors when I was in 3rd grade. Running my mouth like an old man, talking about a world that's changing, how it's giving up on me. Shortly after the building closed, it was converted into an antique store, where you can purchase some of the most unique antiques in Kentucky, all under one roof. This really shows how important it is to keep historic buildings around and how they can be repurposed instead of being torn down. Tearing down schools where people have grown up in isn't necessary when they can be put to a use that benefits the community and brings in more revenue and traffic. No matter how this building is being used, it will always hold importance in my family and the community's history. Staff and students who are employed by and attending Athens Schoolhouse were relocated to a brand new school, which is named Athens Childsburg Elementary. It was voted to keep Athens in the school's name, and Childsburg is where the new school was built. Little do most people know the history of the name or how much of an importance it has in my community of Athens. When did you start attending Athens, and how many people attended there?
I started in June of '67. And I would say there was maybe 120.
How has the school changed to you over the years?
They've added an elevator and tore down the high school and the middle school part. Other than that, it's basically the same. Working is hard for small town people like me. My family has a long history at Athens School. From what I've been told, there was a member of my family that went there from 1927 up until the day that it closed. So there was probably, like I said, at least one member of my family there. And I'll sing about mine. Well, I would rather see it as it is now, as a fine antique shop rather than being torn down. Well, I remember I was at Athens School in the 3rd grade when the sheriff come and asked to speak to me. I didn't know what a video camera was when I shoplifted all those candy bars. Quit.
Well, the cave runs off natural spring, and then it also connects to the other end of the cave where it meets.
Can I get it?